There's freedom waiting for you on the breezes of the sky, and you ask, what if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? Last year at Future Forest marked a huge milestone in our rave entrepreneur journey as we set up our Bass Busterz vending booth there for the very first time. It wasn't our first time at Future Forest, but it was our first time as official vendors. And our actual first vending opportunity at a festival was in 2024 at Hope and Wellness. Shout out Hope and Wellness. So to take you back to the beginning, me and Matt met July 10th, 2020. And at the time, he was working at Sobeys and I was working as a full-time yoga teacher, teaching like 15 classes a week between 3 different studios in Halifax, Bedford, and Dartmouth. Shout out Shanti Yoga, Oxygen Yoga and Fitness, and Moto Yoga. But the global pandemic really changed everything for us like it did for so many other people. And being in lockdown at home and spending all that time with the kiddies, a seed of entrepreneurship was planted because we realized that we didn't want to be leaving the house for hours every day and every week and missing out on all those special moments at home with our little family. So things gradually started to shift and change. My yoga teaching career just naturally came to an end in October of 2021, and Matt's Sobeys career kind of naturally came to an end in 2022 after hitting up the Electric Pines Festival. He played there for the first time, and after we got home, he was like, you know what? I just want to do the music full time. He had been at Sobeys for 11 years. It was pretty comfortable, secure, reliable job, but he took a huge leap of faith. Of course, at that point, we didn't really know how things were going to go. Like when I stopped teaching yoga, I went back to serving and bartending for a while. I did landscaping for a season, and the whole Bass Busterz thing didn't even really start to happen until that same festival, Electric Pines 2022. We had both lost one of our earplugs, and the one earplug that I still had was stuck in the bottom of its little tube, and I could not get it out and couldn't find any pliers or tweezers or anything like that. So we were just like, oh, there's got to be a better way. I always wear earrings. I was wearing earrings at the time, and I was like, man, if I had just had my earplugs attached to my earrings, then this would never even be an issue. And then it was a light bulb moment of like, holy shit, like let's put our earplugs onto earrings. And at that time, our actual like earplug chains, like the OG Bass Busterz kits, they weren't even a whisper of an idea yet. It was just the earrings. So when we got home, we went to the Michael's craft store, got some stuff, got some chain, and we started making our first pairs of earplug earrings. And then, of course, since then, we figured out what works, what doesn't. We upgraded all of our materials to make sure that everything is durable and hypoallergenic. We only use stainless steel. At first, we were just making things for ourselves, and then our homies would see our stuff and be like, oh, hey, can you make me a pair? Those are dope. And then how our offerings grew is people would come to our booth and be like, oh, do you have this? And we'd be like, nope, but we will next time. And people would be like, oh, can you make me a set of earrings with like Pokeballs on them? Or, you know, you should make me a troll pair. Or do you have this? Or do you have that? And so eventually everything that we started to do grew into what we have now and what our booth looks like now. We actually set up our very first vending booth at a Gus's Pub Psytrance event. That was at the end of 2023, and we started applying to vend at festivals in 2024, and that takes us to our very first festival vending season. I was also making tie-in reusable braided ponytails. I wasn't doing like feed-in braids or anything like that, but what started to happen was people were asking if I could do the braids, and I could do basic braids. I've been braiding my whole life, but I'd never really like focused on it intently to make them really nice or get really good at it. So I started kind of just like doing rough braids at Hope and Wellness and then at Relics, and I started to get a lot of interest in the braids. At Future Forest in 2024, we actually played on the Mushroom stage, some liquid drum and bass, but we didn't get in as festival vendors. We were too late. So we actually ended up doing a lot of braids from our campsite because we had a ton of people coming in asking. Fast forward to 2025 last year, I started officially advertising that along with the tie-in braids that I was already making, I was going to do braids. Now, Future Forest was our first like official braiding setup, and honestly, we had no idea how insanely busy and booked we were going to be. Most of the braids that I did at Future last year were actually the dragon braids, because last year I didn't really know how to feed in the hair properly without using an elastic to hold it all in place. So the dragon braids I just felt a lot more comfortable with. However, they do take a lot of time. They involve, like, if you're doing two, one on each side of the head, you got to part the hair down the middle. And then you have to section off a bunch of parts of your hair, like perpendicular to the part in the middle of the head. But then you also want it to be even on both sides. So like it takes a while, but that's what I was comfortable doing. Plus dragon braids are a whole vibe and they look fire every damn time. On Saturday, I was braiding for 17 hours, like 10 a.m. till 3 a.m. And I had no idea how long each braid was gonna take. And so long story long, actually, to be honest, I know this is gonna be a long video, but there were people that wanted braids that I just couldn't get to because I didn't have the time. So I decided that for me to actually be doing this, I want to get really good at it and really fast. So this year, I've been taking an online braiding course. I have been doing braids in my free time on my friends. This upcoming festival season, do plan on having at least one other braider with us in the booth, because along with braids, obviously, we have our whole line of like handmade jewelry and accessories, and where it's just me and Matt. That's another reason why it was so crazy last year, because it's just so much going on and there's people coming in asking me questions and I'm trying to do the braids. So this year we are going to have at least one or two more people in the booth helping us out with everything. So yeah, that is basically the origin story of how we got started in doing all of this. Both of us took the leap, left our full-time jobs that we were very comfortable with. Like, to be honest, I thought I would be teaching yoga forever until the day that I left Earthside. But yeah, there's a different plan, I guess, for me, and we wouldn't change anything. Everything is in service to the music and to the vibes and to the frequency of these sacred spaces at these festivals. We couldn't be more grateful, and we are just so excited that all of you are on this journey with us. And if you have listened and watched this video for this long, thank you so much. We love you so much. We will see you this summer on a dance floor. Well, we probably won't see you on a dance floor. We're going to be in the booth.